This week, a Lincoln Project member named Sarah Longwell, conservative but an anti-Trump conservative, wrote an article for the Bulwark where she talked about the fact that, yeah, it's great that Donald Trump is on trial this week, but he's not the only one that should be on trial for inciting an insurrection. One of the points is that there were 11 other people on January 6th who spoke at that rally that Donald Trump spoke at too, including his sons. Rudy Giuliani was also there. Where are those trials? Where are those charges? Where are those investigations, right? Where is the accountability for everybody else? And I'll tell you where it is in just a moment. You also have individuals like Ted Cruz, who went out there, gave speeches, not necessarily at that specific rally, but he did leave his home state of Texas to give speeches about the election being stolen. He helped fan the flames. He was stoking the fire. So was Josh Hawley. So was Tommy Tuberville. So was Mo Brooks. So were lots of members of Congress, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Lauren Boebert, all of them. They share just as much blame for what happened on January 6th as Donald Trump does. So again, where are their trials? And the answer is that their trials will never come. And in fact, the really sad answer is that the only reason we have a trial right now is because the threshold for convicting after an impeachment is far lower than the threshold for convicting somebody in criminal court. That's just the sad reality that we live in here. In order for any of these individuals to be put in an actual trial, because they can't be impeached. Impeachment is reserved for the executive. They can't be impeached, so they can't go through the same process. So it would have to go through the criminal system. Therefore, you would have to appoint a special counsel to investigate, to start all this process, this long drawn out thing, compile the report, compile the evidence, present it to other prosecutors who would then bring charges if they felt it was necessary or if they felt they had a case. At that point, they would have to go to court against, Trump Jr. or Eric or Giuliani or Hawley or Cruz and prove intent. And that's where things, as I repeatedly say, get so darn difficult. We know what they did and we know the evidence. It's pretty crystal clear to us. However, the justice system isn't always about what's crystal clear. It's what can you prove? And if you can't prove that they meant to get these people riled up to the point where they stormed the Capitol, you just lost your case. So that's why there's not charges against these individuals. Does that mean that they get off scot-free? Some of them, yes, unfortunately. But the members of Congress who have fanned these flames and showed solidarity with these insurrectionists, those people, they can be held accountable, and that's what we have to call for. They can be removed from office. But again, the threshold of votes that you need is the exact same with convicting in a Senate impeachment trial. 67 for the Senate, 2/3, whatever that number is, I forget it off the top of my head, for the House, to remove or expel a member. That is an uphill battle. That is essentially an unwinnable battle because Republicans in the House already refused to take action against Marjorie Taylor Greene for comments and past Facebook posts that were far worse than what we have seen from the other members who just said, yeah, the election was stolen. So, unfortunately, even though they could face some kind of punishment, today's Republican Party is so messed up, they never will.